Our relationship with the Mazda 3 is taking a turn from casual use into full-on bender. We followed our first contact with an enthusiastic, "Oh, yeah, that's the stuff," concluding that the car stood as a strong threat to the Focus's class-leading status. Then we took another look, proving ourselves right and crowning the 3 king over our erstwhile small car champ, the Ford Focus, and naming the Mazda to our 10 best list in 2014. Then we proclaimed it better than anything else in its segment in a 5-way matchup and again awarded it a 10 best slot for 2015. Now, we've stocked up on Doritos and Klondike bars and are settling in for 40,000 miles. Our last encounter with the 3 prompted a lengthy defense of how such a small car could possibly justify a $28,385 price tag. Satisfied with our case, we decided that our new long-term 3 should be even more expensive. So we started the same way that last test did, with a 3S Grand Touring hatchback, base price $26,365. That includes the bigger, more powerful engine, a 2.5-litre inline 4 with 184 horsepower and 185 lb-ft, 18-inch aluminium wheels, and a startling amount of full-scale luxury car stuff, adaptive headlights, rain-sensing wipers, blind spot monitors, a rear-view camera, a head-up display, and a touchscreen navigation infotainment system that can also be controlled by a knob between the front seats. To that we added the $1,750 appearance package, which swaps in sportier fascias and rockers and adds a spoiler atop the rear hatch. After floor mats, a cargo mat, and a couple of other port-install tidbits, we arrived at $28,510. Radio no-go. No sooner were the break-in miles complete than our 3 headed to Chicago, cursed territory where our long-term cars have been broken into, rear-ended, and driven into the paths of marauding Lincoln navigators. This trip was comparatively painless, but not entirely. On the return, the 3 ceased playing music from a connected iPhone, although the phone still showed the music progressing. So the driver switched to the radio, which would only play through the speakers on the right side of the car. At this time, the nav system stopped giving spoken instructions. A quick cycling of the ignition solved this occurrence of the problem, but we are concerned that a few lines of broken code are hiding somewhere in the labyrinth. While that episode was a first, the rest of our experience thus far has followed the script established by previous encounters. The strong engine pulled the car through the quarter-mile in 15.6 seconds at 91 miles per hour on its first outing to the test track, hitting 60 miles per hour in 7.4 seconds along the way. From past experience, we already know the Mazda's quick, communicative steering and delightful handling balance deliver lateral thrills beyond its skid pad figure, but, along with our top speed venue, our skid pad has been blanketed with snow since the 3's arrival, and so those tests have yet to be completed. A previous example of this car pulled 0.84 grams s, however. Winter is unlikely to last the duration of our 3's stay, but it seems probable that our infatuation with the little Mazda will. What we like, just about everything. After spending 2 consecutive weekends in the car, features editor Jeff Sabatini summed it up thusly: "I would gladly sign this out any day until we hit 40,000 miles. Stuff I like about the 3, seat heaters that stay set where you left them after you turn the car off, the infotainment system's clear and intuitive interface, great ergonomics, a shifter that moves almost telepathically, and steering and pedals that are perfectly balanced. This car is just so calm, so relaxing and enjoyable to drive, it's almost meditative. What we don't like, given that laundry list of likes, our cons column is unsurprisingly shallow, both in terms of the number of items on it and the importance of those items. One driver thought the tires were a little loud, and another wished that the 12-volt power outlet were at the base of the center stack instead of in the bin at the back of the console, so that the cord for his radar detector didn't interfere with the shifter. What went wrong? Leaving a coffee shop one morning, one of us, who could pretty obviously claim to be insufficiently caffeinated, backed into a post. He reports seeing the post looming in the backup camera and turning his head to see where it was, which should tell you it wasn't one of the young whippersnappers, who wouldn't have thought to want more information than the technology was providing. The impact came in the moment between when his eyes left the camera and when they found the top of the post, now all too close to the rear window. A new bumper cover set us back $1,423. Where we went, nowhere. Aside from one trip to southern Indiana and 2 to western Michigan, the 3 has been stuck in an endless commuting loop which still couldn't stop our observed fuel economy from climbing by 1 mile per gallon to 29. It's nothing against the 3, it's just that our fleet is thick with more exciting road trippers, BMW M3, Chevy Corvette, Porsche Cayman, Tesla Model S P85D. The 3 did go to the dealer once, for its first service at 9940 miles like the rest of the car. That was a local affair, just an oil change, tire rotation, and inspection, for $99.